Hey, good day, guys. Welcome to Bronx Porch Homestead. Starting out my morning with some coffee and also continuing to strain chicken broth this morning. So we bought a rotisserie chicken and we ate it. But of course it doesn't just go into the food scraps bin. We make sure that we use every part of it. So I actually I cooked it down and to make chicken broth. So I actually cook my chicken broth very slow and long. So this morning I woke up to strain out the rest of my chicken broth, and I save my jars. You know, it's funny, when I go shopping, I buy jars that are sauce jars, only because I know that I'm going to use them again. And I like to buy them with the wide mouth and a very big lid. But yes, I try to make everything homemade, which is what homesteading is, right? Making things homemade. From scratch. And when I don't, and I do get things like rotisserie chicken in a bag, after we eat it, that's the smoke alarm. After we eat it, we use every bit of it, and we make chicken broth. If you cook it slow, you'll be able to get all the marrow from the bones that are left and the collagen, and it really makes for a really good, healthy, nutritious broth that I use for making rice. I use as a base. I'm actually pouring my coffee. We make coffee in a pot. Put the grinds in boiling water. So today I'm going to spend it looking over at seedlings that I have seeded in the basement. And they should be doing really, really well. I checked on them last night, but we'll check on them again during the day. And I think some of them need to be repotted. So we'll have fun doing that. It's going to be a really warm day. I believe due to climate change, we are going to hit records high. We are in the middle of February in New York City, Bronx. There is no reason why the temperature should be 60 degrees today Fahrenheit. And that's what it is. Which is good to some people who are not familiar with what's going on in the world in terms of climate change. By now, I think everybody should, because it's not a good thing to be 60 degrees Fahrenheit in New York City in the middle of February. As much as I like gardening and want to get my seeds out there, it's only for a day or two, and then we're back down to 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees after that in the weekend. All right, that's it for now. I'm going to continue putting my cooked rotisserie bird into jars, putting them in the refrigerator, and then head off to check on seeds. So welcome back to my seedling basement. Today we are looking over at the seeds that I have been seeding, that I've been seeding in these trays the past couple of days. I actually have been planting some flowers. So I seeded hollyhocks and lupine. I did seed some from the new seeds that we got from Baker's Creek. They're spinach, water leaf, So these are going to take over a week before we can see some germination. Chamomile is tough. I did seed Oriental Poppy yesterday, and these marigolds are from seeds that I collected from the edible garden last year. Let's move down here, and we see some onions. I have done onions before, but this time my onions have taken over a couple of these trays. You can see the seed on the very top of the grass-like seedling. Pretty cool. Now, these onions that are in here, they are going to be separated. So based on some of the YouTube videos that I've seen, these get thicker and then they get separated, and it's easy to separate. Then I have another. These are, oh, this is Turkish eggplant. So this is a seedling. These seeds I got from Baker's Creek catalog, and it's the first time I'm planting Turkish eggplant. You know, these are the things you don't find in a supermarket, at least around here in New York City, Bronx area. So we do have Turkish people here, so I decided let me plant some eggplants and share them with them. These here are called pinwheel marigolds. Of course, they all look the same because these are seedlings. Yes, they are a little bit leggy. Don't panic. I'm not panicking. I used to panic. I don't panic anymore. When I plant these are good to plant halfway up, okay, and then they'll be fine. I've done that before, so we're good. Let's come down even further, and we have, this is mustard green, I believe. These are kale. These are kale, and what are these middle guys? These are zinnias. Again, more flowers. So I don't want to buy flowers this year at the nursery. They're very expensive. I seeded them, and I'm going to be using what comes out. These are artichokes. So I can plant artichokes in the back because my planters are very deep. So these are called Green Globe artichokes, and they were seeded January 25th. It's now February, middle of February, so it takes a while. Back there is dill. Look how gorgeous that looks. And then we have little other seedlings that are coming out. Mostly cabbage and cauliflower. These are peas. Yes, I planted them a little early. If they don't make it, I replant it again. But I find that here in New York, it's good to seed early, only because the climate is just so unpredictable these days. Look at that. This is onions. So I do come down every day, check them out. There is water in the bottom of these trays. I water, bottom tray is how I water. Let's go up a little bit more. The lighting you see here, I bought in a 10-pack off of Amazon. However, I did invest in some new lighting this year. I'm going to take you over to where that new lighting is. These are full spectrum lights. I love them. They're a little pricey, worth the investment. I can put the link below, but these are great. I put them on both this side and also on the other side. So here I'm excited. I've got broccolini. These are sweet peppers over here. Again, it's gonna take time. By the time I bring these out, then they'll be ready to be put in the raised bed. There is a fan going, so if you can hear the fan behind me. Let me take these out. Okay. There, I put the fan there so it could blow onto the seedlings and they can get a little bit hardened already. So I'm trying that this year. This is purple, early purple broccoli. Isn't that so pretty? I love it. I love it. These are tomatoes here. Again, they look the same. These are more Brussels sprouts. I gotta take these covers off. I'm gonna take the cover off. So I'm gonna bring it to the other side now. And these are, this is a cauliflower. These are cauliflowers. So these I'm gonna repot them in 4-inch or 6-inch pots. I think it's time they came out of there, as much as they look so pretty. These are more Brussels sprouts. I'm a big fan of Brussels sprouts. I believe that I could never grow too much of it, and if I do, then I'll freeze it. Now these are tomatoes that I am really excited because every single seed germinated, which is awesome. These tomatoes came from a referral from another YouTube video that I saw, and they were a little bit pricey, but the tomato seeds are ones I've never heard of before. The first one is called Norwood. The second one is called Amethyst something something. The third one is called Barry, and the fourth one is called Blue Boar. I will put the link of where I got these seeds. I fell in love with, not only did I fall in love with the catalog, but I just fell in love with the pictures. And sometimes, you know, we buy seeds according to the pictures. So these are tomatoes that I'm looking forward to experiencing. These are also tomatoes. Yes, they're a little leggy. Again, I'm not panicking, I'm not worrying, because when I plant these, I actually plant these pretty high up, and I plant the leggy part on the bottom, and I kind of put them like the letter C. You'll see when I start transplanting these out. These are too early to be transplanting out right now. And then these are cabbage. Look at that cabbage. These have to come out. So I do have pots for these. These are going to be put into bigger pots. I'm not going to use 4-inch pots or 6-inch. I may just use a quart pot on these and just let them grow from there. I did see that at a greenhouse on top of an apartment building, one of the new apartment buildings that we have. They have a greenhouse for their tenants, which I think is awesome. I think every building moving forward that provides housing for residents, they need to have a greenhouse up on the roof. So if you're a developer and you're looking at this video, hint hint, it's you will keep your tenant in there forever. So yeah, I happened to see cabbage that were planted this size. These seedlings were planted this size in like a quart, and they were doing fabulous. So just wanted to update you on the seedlings, and when I do more seeding, because I do share these plants with the community garden that provides food for the pantry as well. So this is not just for me and my family, this is also to share out with the community. So when I do more seeding, I will show you guys how I seed. Not everyone seeds the same, but I did want to show you the results of how I seed, so that you're confident that when I do the seeding, you're not asking, but do they germinate, you know? So yes, my seeds, my little seeds in these cell plugs do germinate. Hey guys, I'm going to leave off with opening up more seed packets. So this morning when I came down, I showed that I had 2 more packets. So I'm in my I'm on my back porch, and let's see. This one comes from Mary's Heirloom Seeds. Love her seeds. I've worked with them before, and I like all the work that she puts into these. Okay, so I got my heirloom seeds from Mary. Let's see. Again, I always forget what I order, right? Ooh, I see something at the corner of my eye that I have not purchased before, or grown for that matter. Okay, Mary's Heirloom Seeds. She sends in a seed starting basic, which is good, right? That's nice. And then she writes a little thank you up on there, and you get your receipt. So that's pretty neat. Keep your receipts, especially if you have a business. If you're selling at a farmer's market and you do have a business, remember these are tax deductions. I'm not a tax expert. Gotta talk to your tax person. So I like Mary's packaging because it's recyclable. It's these little yellow envelopes that are adorable. Love her little stamp. To me, you know what this tells me? That she's having fun putting the seeds in these packets and getting everything ready. That's cute. Loofah. Loofah. I've never grown loofah. I use it, but I've never grown loofah. And it's heirloom, open pollinated. We're growing loofah. Of course, I would have to buy, how many packages here? 3. So the reason I bought 3 packages is because, remember, I'm not just growing for myself, but I'm also growing for the pantry through the Keeper's House Edible Garden here in the Bronx. So that's why I got 3 of them. I'm excited about that. Yellow Brandywine tomato. And ruby green tomato. Oh, I'm going to be seeding those. Brandywine, I can't even pronounce that. Something strain. So I got those. These seem like I got tomatoes over here. Cherokee purple tomato. And then I got a gift from Mary. It says Pollinator Garden Mix, which is really cute. So it looks like I ordered mostly tomatoes. Cherokee purple, Brandywine. There's no way that I could pronounce that. Aunt Ruby green tomato and Brandywine tomato. I got the Aunt Ruby green tomato because I like fried green tomatoes. So I got those. These are 25 seeds a piece. So that's nice, 25 seeds. The loofah seeds, I know why I got 3 as well. There's 10 seeds in each of these envelopes. So there's 30 seeds. There's no way I'm going to plant 30 vines of loofah, but I can save some for next year. So we'll definitely plant some. When we're supposed to plant them, I have to look them up. I'm not sure. Tomatoes, I'm going to start doing the green tomato and the purple tomato. And when I get ready to do that, I will make sure you guys come along. So seeds, package 1. Package 2 is from Hudson Valley Seed Company. So again, these are recyclable packaging. Tear here. Oh, here I got a lot. All right, here we go. Here we go. Another. I like these. I'm going to keep those in case I have to mail something out. Oh my goodness, I got a lot here. Here we go. Okay, so these guys I got. There's my receipt. I think I overspent a little bit on seeds this year. Okay, let's do the colorful ones first. I got German thyme, Greek oregano. Isn't that pretty, the package? milkweed. So I do want to let you know that I'm also helping a playground grow a pollinator garden this year. So that's where these are going to come in. So I'm going to seed these so that we're ready. Wasabina. It's a mustard green that I guess tastes like wasabi. That's why I got it. And then this one I got also because it's pretty. This one is called Wild Bergamot. So I know that's for bees. So I did get the milkweed for that reason. And I happen to like German thyme. I've had it before. Not easily germinated, by the way. Okay, now we have the regular seed packets here. So Clear Dawn onion. I'm into the onions this year. I hope they work out. We'll store up to 7 months, it says. This one is cilantro. So gotta pack that one. Gotta do that one now because it likes the cool. This one I cannot pronounce. It's called Audrey White Gumfrena, a fuss-free heat-tolerant variety. So I got that for the pollinator garden. This one is spineless okra. I did go with the okra last year at the keeper's house. This one is got no picture on it. It's called Georgia Southern Collards. This one is a Chinese kale or broccoli, but I could see me stir frying that. Mustard lavender. So I'm doing flowers this year. Doing more flowers this year because I noticed last year when I was at the keeper's house edible garden, there wasn't too many bees. Luckily, the tomatoes, they have male and female, so the pollen falls, because otherwise we'd be in trouble. New York early onion. How can I not get New York early onion? We're in New York. So I got that. Look at this one. Queen Lime Blush Zinnia. Oh my God. Beautiful. Beautiful. I did well with the zinnias downstairs. Common sage. So see, these are ones that I haven't ordered this year. Stevia is one that is this one doesn't have a picture on it, but stevia is a sugar. It's a sugar, I guess, substitute for your coffee. I don't know. I don't put sugar in my coffee. So, but I got it because, you know, I'm trying to tell people to get away from sugar, which is not good for you. You know, that processed, refined sugar, and just have something that is more natural, like honey. So we have stevia here. And then I'm also going to grow tall celery. This is called Utah tall celery. So off the top of my head, I don't know exactly when to plant what. So I will probably go back into the computer, see how many weeks before the last frost date for me, and then put these into a cell plug. I am gonna do the zinnias because I know that now is the time for them. I am gonna do the New York early onion because I know that is the time for them. I'm not gonna do the lavender because I think it needs a little bit more heat. Forget okra because it needs a lot. The celery I have to check. I don't remember now if it's direct sow or if I need to plant it in a very big cell plug. We'll see. I have to check that out. I don't know off the top of my head. So that has been our packaging. I mean, our, you know, opening up of our 2 packages that we got. A lot of seeds this time. Okay, guys. Well, that's it for this time, and I'll see you next week.